Hey guys, it's Neil. In this video, we'll be talking about the new Honor 95G. The new smartphone comes with a 6.7-inch AMOLED screen, a Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 Accelerated Edition, 12GB of RAM, 512GB of storage, and a large 5000 mAh battery with the 66 watts fast charging. The headline feature is the 200 megapixel rear main camera with 10x digital zoom and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera with macro capabilities and a depth sensor. It also has a 50 megapixel selfie camera. For the first part of our review, where we talk about the unboxing, accessories, build quality, and design, you can visit the link below. To put it quickly, the phone is made of a lightweight polycarbonate body with a glass front. Each colorway has a unique and eye-catching design. We do have to mention that there is no 3.5mm audio jack, nor is there a micro SD card for expansion. The SIM tray does come with a rubber gasket that could indicate a form of water and dust resistant. Multimedia Experience. In front is the 6.7-inch Quad-Curved AMOLED screen with a 2664 by 1220 resolution, 1600 nits peak brightness, and 120Hz refresh rate. The images displayed on the screen are crisp, vibrant, and detailed. Contrast and brightness are up there as well. At maximum brightness, we are confident that it will be bright enough for use under direct sunlight. What makes this display very special is the high 3840Hz PWM dimming. It is the world's first smartphone to get the TUV Rhineland flicker-free certification because this feature helps reduce the blue light hitting our eyes, while the 400-grade dimming adjustment will make the display more comfortable to use even when using the display at low brightness. Around the panel are super slim bezels except for the thicker chin bezel. There is a punch hole on the upper part of the display where it houses the selfie camera. It is a 10-point multi-touch panel, which makes it good for multitasking or for gaming. The panel registers our taps and gestures quickly and precisely. On the top slim bezel is the hidden earpiece, but only the single bottom firing speaker works for media consumption. The sound produced is good. We like the high maximum volume, surprisingly large soundstage, and the clarity of the sound produced. Our only concern is that more phones in this expected price range have been offering stereo speakers now. Unfortunately, as mentioned earlier, there is no headphone jack. Cameras. Looking towards the cameras, it comes with a headlining 200 megapixel f1.9 main camera with face detect autofocus, a 12 megapixel f2.2 112 degree ultra wide camera with 2.5 centimeter autofocus super macro, and a 2 megapixel f2.4 depth sensor with an LED flash. I would like to praise Honor for adding the 2.5cm super macro on the ultra-wide camera instead of using a dedicated low-resolution macro camera like the smartphones of last year. This is a brilliant addition, and we have to praise it. The stock camera app has a ton of dedicated modes, but the usual suspects are there: the photo, video, portrait, night, aperture, multi-video, pro, super macro, and more. The camera app also allows you to zoom up to 2 times without loss of quality. It can be pushed to 10 times digital zoom, but it isn't as detailed. Image quality wise, the images produced in daylight conditions are one of the more stunning images we've seen so far in this price range. Images are crisp, detailed, vibrant, and contrasty. In indoors, we've noticed that noise have begun to creep up in the image, while the noise reduction has reduced the sharpness and details of the image. However, we have to praise it because it did maintain the color accuracy like it did in daylight images. In low light, we recommend using the night mode if your subject can stand still, as the noise has been drastically removed and the sharpness, color, contrast have been recovered. The Honor 95G has a surprisingly powerful 50 megapixel f2.4 selfie camera. Barely any other phone has that much megapixels for its selfie camera. Like the rear camera, it does have the usual modes like photo, video, multi-video, night, and portrait modes. The selfies in daylight and indoors are crisp, sharp, and detailed with vibrant color. The skin tones are a mixed bag, however. There were scenes where the skin tones are accurate, but there were times where they were darker than you would like. In low light, the selfies have increased noise, and the noise reductions have reduced the sharpness and detailed images too. Color and skin tone accuracy did take a hit, but not as much. Both the rear and selfie cameras can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second or at 1080p at 60 frames per second. Footage from both front and rear cameras are incredibly detailed with good color but has noticeable amount of noise and shakiness. A steady hand is needed for stable footage. For the best results, we recommend recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second to get the smoothest possible footage. The rear and selfie cameras can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second or at 1080p at 60 frames per second. Footage from both front and rear cameras are incredibly detailed with good color but has noticeable amount of noise and shakiness. Performance. Inside the Honor 95G is the aforementioned 4nm Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 Accelerated Edition octa-core processor, Adreno GPU, 12GB of RAM, and 512GB of storage. It is a powerful phone that managed to get 697,681 score in Antutu with only 2 degrees Celsius increase in temperature and a loss of 3% of battery during the duration of the test. In our real-world usage, the phone is snappy and responds quickly and efficiently when we navigate through the OS or when opening or switching through different apps. In games like Genshin Impact, it unlocked the low graphics settings as a default. When in-game, the graphics are decent, but we did experience some frame rate drops when the screen is filled up with animations. As mentioned above, it has a massive 512GB of storage. It will be more than enough for most people. However, it is not expandable, but it did score quite well in our CPDT benchmark, which measures the read and write speeds of the storage. Overall, we enjoyed the Honor 95G as our daily driver. It offers snappy performance in the day-to-day with decent performance with some stuttering in some games like Genshin Impact. Connectivity and battery. Powering the phone is a 5000 mAh lithium polymer battery that manages to last for 12 hours and 7 minutes in our usual PC Mark battery benchmark. While in a real-world use, we managed to get 6 hours and 37 minutes of on-screen time with 26% battery left. The included 66-watt SuperCharge wall charger charges the phone from 0 to 100% in around an hour. The phone comes with 5G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.2, and NFC. And in our experience, all of these acquire and connect wirelessly quickly and efficiently. They're also reliable, fast, and stable. We have yet to encounter any concerns with the networking features. Software. Running the show is Android 13 based macOS 7.1 on top. If you're familiar with previous versions of the UI on an Honor phone, then this will be very familiar to you. Visually, it looks in line with any modern design but works fundamentally the same as the previous generations, but with the latest features of Android 13. It features the new Honor RAM Turbo that borrows 7GB of internal storage, can be used as RAM. The feature is a nice addition, but with the already large 12GB of built-in RAM, we think this is overkill, but it's nice to have. Other features include the Yo-Yo voice assistant and the Honor Connect. We like the Honor Connect, which allows us to swiftly transfer files from one Honor device to another, may it be a smartphone, tablet, or PC. There are some pre-installed apps, but most of them can be uninstalled or disabled upon the initial smartphone setup. Pros and cons. Pros: stunning design, lightweight body, powerful camera specs with good output, good battery life, stunning display with good eye care features. Lastly, 5G and Google services. And cons for the Honor 90? It's the single speaker. As we mentioned before, a lot of smartphones in this price range are getting stereo speakers. Conclusion: the Honor 95G is a compelling option for its price range as it comes with a lightweight body, eye-catching design, while delivering decent performance, good lasting battery life, fast enough charging, Google services, and 5G inside the box. Let's not forget that it also has a large display that offers vibrant and crisp images while offering better eye care features when in low brightness. We cannot forget about the highlight 200-megapixel main rear camera and the ultra-wide camera for delivering great images in daylight and its versatile flexibility with its night mode. Our only concern with the phone is its single speaker, and as mentioned before, more and more smartphones in this price range are getting stereo speakers. Hopefully the next one will get it. And there you have it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this review. We hope it helped you in your decision in getting your next smartphone. If you're into gadgets, reviews, and updates, please subscribe to our channel for more. Once again, this has been Neil from GIZGUIDEPH, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe always, and bye-bye.